What is Harpo? It's Oprah's company. Harpo. It's Oprah backwards. O-P-R-E-H. Or A-H or whatever. And then Own, the network, is NWO backwards. It's right in plain sight. It makes people... Because sometimes the men in hats and the oligarchs and the elites and everybody, you start realizing that some people kind of deserve to be cattle. You know, if you don't stand up for your kids as they're injecting them with hormones and sending them off, you know, and teaching them about sodomy and all that, it's like you sign your own, you know, if you take money over the safety of your own family, that is below cow. Like a cow doesn't know what they're doing. Like if you knowingly take money over the future of your kids, that's literally makes you worse than a cow. And I get why some of these people think that way, you know? Dear Owen, as soon as I heard that mailing super chats was a thing, I knew I had to partake. Support what you like, lest it go away. So true. And that's a very European way to think, because we endured winters. I've been getting a lot of comments. People don't understand my point about how white is the same as cisgender. And they're like, yeah, but worldwide, white is a minority. And you guys say, yeah, if you're thinking globally, yeah, white. But the white doesn't unify people. It's so silly. It's just, I think I'm so not ashamed of being white. And so, I find it so preposterous that anyone would ever think that being born white makes you evil. That this absurd, like, reactionary, fake pride thing seems stupid to me. That's what I think. That's the miscommunication we're having when people are like, but how can you not see that white people are being, it's like, do you think that I think there's anything wrong with being white? That's crazy. Like a lot of people are reacting to something that I find so absurd, I don't even listen to it. It's like arguing with a homeless person about whether or not his mom is really on Mars. You know? Nordic. You know, I get, like, there is characteristics of people from northern climates. They're usually smarter, and they save, and they have more high trust, because that's environmental selection. That's just true. When people are like, you don't have pride, it's like, yeah, you know, it's one thing. They also are very easy to take over because they're kind of retarded and not capable of defending themselves a lot. You know, they're very easily tricked, us whites. Very easily tricked. And, okay, like, for example, look at, this is why I think the whites have a lot to learn. Look at Farrakhan and Snoop Dogg's reaction to the banning. White people did not handle bannings properly. They never have. They've always been very conflict avoidant. High trust, high intelligence, save real well. You know, engineering, all that stuff, all the good stuff that comes out of Northern Europe. I'm all about that. The bad part is horrible at tribal mechanics. You know, Snoop Dogg, probably the first, like, black, you know, mainstream guy gets banned. And what does Snoop Dogg do? He says, he's like, everybody post their videos about Farrakhan. He posted a video about Farrakhan. Facebook says, and white people have to learn from this. This is why when people have white pride, they're blind. It's like, learn from other nations, other groups. You think that white is better than what Snoop Dogg handled it way better than I've ever seen any white person handle censorship ever. He literally just said, you know, Facebook said anyone who posts a Farrakhan video gets banned. So Snoop Dogg, one of the biggest stars on Facebook and one of the biggest followings, immediately posts a video about Farrakhan and encourages everyone to do that. Now, Facebook is now in a situation where did they kick off Snoop Dogg and every black person? Of course not. They bent the knee immediately. Why do you think I circled the wagons with Alex Jones when he got kicked off? Why do you think I circled the wagons with Gavin McInnes when he got kicked off of CRTV? I understand that. Most white people don't at all. When I backed Gavin McInnes when he got kicked off CRTV, Steven Crowder texted me to not do that because I should not go against CRTV, and I didn't know the whole story yet, and no one does. And I said, this is the moment you have to back your people. This is true. This is a fact. No one can call me a liar. Like, that was via text. He said, don't do that. When I backed Alex Jones, people said, don't do that. He's a kook. I said, you have to do that. You have to put your enemy in a position where they have to do something that will cause their own demise or not. And you have to be tribal. And so when people are like, oh, white people are great, white people are terrible at that. It's some of the worst. Someone says Snoop has low IQ. Yeah, Snoop also just won. Snoop also just won. You can have a high IQ all you want and be a little Asperger in a basement coming up with an engine or something. But if you don't understand how these things work, like if you don't know how to face reality, when Farrakhan went down, Snoop Dogg called their bluff and made them kneel. That's a black man with another black man. How can you say that white is better than that? It's not. That like white people have a lot to learn from that. Snoop is racist? You spelled racist wrong, you idiot. Snoop, I consider Snoop evil. Snoop makes pornos, he brags about killing people, and he's a degenerate. He also understands circling the wagons.